Prior to the game tonight, the Wolves Lacrosse Association of Wolves Junior A team would like to congratulate their female counterparts, the Wolves Junior A female team, for winning the championship last night. Tail Fighters, Houston Star Breakers. Congratulations to the female team. 41 to face-off. The Wolves Lacrosse Association will honor the creators team by presenting the acknowledgement of Big Mom Territory Big Mom Honor Song. Please, you're able. Rise and take off your non-traditional headgear. Direct your attention to the flags at the entrance and the arena for the presentation of the acknowledgement and the honor song.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Prior to the singing of our national anthem, the ECJLL would like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Acknowledging that we are in the the traditional ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people is a way of showing respect for and honoring our shared history and shared treaty relationship. Our relationship based on peace and friendship. It is very important that we continue to recognize our shared history.
Welcome, everyone. This is it. Game 5 Junior A Lacrosse Playoffs. Mike Ellie here, Maritime Athletic Profiles, and we couldn't be more excited to be here at the Den in downtown Lower Sackville Arena with the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels looking to complete the comeback after being down 2-0. They won 2 straight last night's thriller overtime with the hero being Matt Gorman with the big 6-5 victory, but all that means nothing now. It's win or go home, as the first game of the finals is going to be here on Saturday, actually, at the Greenfoot Energy Center with the St. John Rapids waiting, and they've been waiting for a while. They had a sweep over the Halifax Hurricanes, and these two teams on the floor this evening have been beating each other up for the last week. We'll get here to center. Cross action as the St. Margaret's looking to set up. Of course, Ben McDonald leading the team in scoring with 16 points in the 4 games. There's a big hit as Cameron Waite for the Wolves taking his player to the floor, forcing the turnover. And Etienne Chenard will bring the ball up the floor. He'll hand it off now to Cameron McRae. McRae looking to set things up. He takes in the short side. He goes up top with it. He hands off. There's the first shot on goal. And that one's got to be put aside. Of course, shouldn't have to mention it by this time, as number 54 starting between the pipes for the Rebels like he has all series, Lucas Johnstone. And the exact same thing 200 feet down the floor from him is number 30, Aiden Doyle for the Wolves. And both of them seeing their first shots, and both of them turn them aside as Doyle picks that one up, hands it off to the defense, and the Wolves back in the offense. There it is, the first minute of this one, and there, the intensity is that you can already feel it here in the building. Of course, Johnstone coming off an amazing performance last night in that overtime victory. 65 shots on goal for a 60-save performance. Probably got to see more of that here this evening. Right now trying to make its way down Main Street. There's one, and that's right off the iron as Waite fired that one. Or I should say, apologize, that's Kenny. See that 15 and 19 for the Wolves, get them confused. Either way, St. Margaret's quickly back the other way. They look to set up, and it's going to be their captain, handing it off to McDonald. Ben McDonald looking to get a step maybe here on the short side. He goes up to the middle. He's trying to get by the defense. He gets pushed back. Now from the far corner, loose ball, and there's Doyle coming out of his goal to squeeze the ball. He's going to send a pass. It's going to go off the boards. Reaching back is Mont. He'll pass up. There's an errant pass that goes off. Maybe some nerves early into this one, as there's a turnover by Sackville. Now it's going to be picked up by Mills, McGregor Mills. Now to Bent. Bent to Cohen Conrad. Conrad leaves it for Thomas Galligan. He looks for a shot. He takes a shot up high as he moves it now to the far corner. There's a chance maybe in front. It can't quite come up with that pass. Is Bent, or he would have been all alone in front of Doyle. Now loose ball comes to the corner. And some big collisions, but Sackville is going to come up with it. And running it up quickly is their captain, Will Normando. He'll stop up here near center floor of the court. And now it's going to be Carter Monroe. Monroe looking to use the screen. He spins. He's going to spin back. Quick pass up top. There's a bounce pass, and they score! Just like that. Not even 3 minutes here in the first, and the Wolves strike first. And that's going to be number 11, Finn St. Hilaire, getting the Wolves on the board. As Monroe's going to set this up from the corner, as we'll see here on the C4 Capital replay. Just a quick pass up top. They're coming in with the bouncer, going down low, and getting one by Lucas Johnstone. And the Wolves getting that early lead, but so far in this series, no lead has been safe, and we're too early in this to decide anything. 17-11, first period still remaining. We'll wait for the official goal announcement, of course. Look at that battle at center. Tell me these two teams are not into this. But the Rebels will control the draw. And it's going to be Maloney handing it off, and then it comes back up top here to McDonald. Ben McDonald looking to get a step. He cuts back to the middle. He looks to spin and shoot, and he fires one that gets Doyle in the old breadbasket. But rebound picked up by the Rebels. They'll reset the shot clock and set up again up top. Maloney to the far side now. Looking to set up. There's Tristan Conrad. He's looking to get it back. That pass is a little bit too far behind him. Then Normando going to pick up a loose ball. And we're going to get our first penalty, a whistle from the down low official. And that one's going to go against the Wolves. As heading to the box is number 19, Cameron Waite. Cross-checking's the call. So first power play going to go here to the Rebels with an opportunity for the equalizer here. As we're 3.5 gone now, first period. Maloney will bring it in as he'll head up the offense. They'll start to swing it around the outside. Wolves will set up the box. And the Rebels will look to start to set everybody in motion here on the power play. Quick pass, that's going to be picked off as Mont almost picked it up. Rebels still trying to battle for it. It's on the floor, bodies hitting the floor, and the Rebels have it. Only 9 seconds of the shot clock. Quick pass over, and there's a shot that's going to go through. Maybe went off a body. Didn't get as much on it as he wanted with Maloney, but either way, Doyle makes a save. He goes quickly up to Mont. Mont's got to get up over half. 1:25 remaining in the power play. Mont with a little over. Mont trying to get a step shorthanded. He looked like he was going to make a net drive. He elects to hand it back out. 15 seconds on the Wolves shot clock. Now Monroe. Carter Monroe trying to get up around. He's trying to get around the defensive Baldwin. He takes it right to the far side. He fires a shot. That John Stone's able to make this save. He looks to send it all the way, and fresh off the bench is Maloney. He's going to pick it up, and he'll slow it up right in front of the penalty box. Wait for the rest of the offense to come on. 55 seconds remaining in the power play. McDonald and Maloney go back and forth a little game of catch. Now Conrad jumps in on the action. They start to move it around the outside. Now everybody starts to move. There's a shot from the outside and scores! Ryan Maloney, number 18, captain power play goal. We're tied at 1. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of this tonight as you'll see them moving around and Maloney taking it for himself, and he just goes down low with it and fires that one that's able to get by the glove side of Doyle. You'll see the better advantage here at Doyle's viewpoint. And just ripping that one. 15-15 remaining in the first period. 1-1 game. And another battle here at center as this ball is still loose. Everybody's trying to find it on the floor. And then another body hits the floor, but the ball pops out, and it's going to be picked up by Leo Mont. Sackville Sportwheels Wolves on the offense now, looking to set up. That's Will Normando from the far side. He tries to cut the middle. He looks for a lane. He fires a shot. That gets on goal. John Stone turns aside. Rebound picked up quickly, and running it up with some speed on the other side is Cale McLennan. He'll hand it off. Now Maloney just scored moments ago. Goes down to the corner for Mills. Mills looking out front. He's trying to lower the shoulder. He looks to hand it off. That pass a little bit too far ahead of Maloney. A big battle in the corner. Sackville able to find a loose ball in behind the goal. As their goalie will pick it up and hand it off. Quick pass here down below us, and it's Jack McKay. McKay now on the short side. He looks to use a screen. He turns back. Will bounce pass up top for Monroe. Monroe gives it back to him. McKay. He looks to shoot, trying to use the screen. That goes off a stick, comes to the corner. Britton picking it up. Only 6 seconds on the shot clock to McKay. McKay with a long shot. That gets through, but the rebound going to be picked up by Andrew George, and he looks to run it back quickly over half. He's just going to hold it high in the air as he gets it into the offensive zone. But now there's a loose ball. He might have been a little too coy with the ball as he's holding on to it. Gets forced out of his stick. Now Leo Mont able to pick up a pass. He'll wait for the rest of the offense to come on. And Cameron McRae will try to set up to the far side now for Kenny. Kenny back to Waite. Waite looking for a shot. There's a nice shoulder save there from John Stone as it goes off him up into the netting out of play. Wolves have retained possession. Now there's Nolan Kennedy with a shot that goes off a body, misses wide. Second attempt on the rebound. It's on target. John Stone with the save, but the Wolves able to find the rebound. It's McRae. Over now to St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire trying to get a step. He takes a big hit and into the post, and he's feeling that. He's quick to get up, but he went for his net drive, and he paid the price. And the Rebels will pick up the ball and bring it quickly up over half. Now it's Gorman, last night's hero, looking to set something up. He's trying to spin away. He finds some daylight. He cuts in. He goes to the far side. He gets a shot on goal, and Doyle as both these goalies see a lot of shots here. And heads up here is Conrad looking to step up. He takes his player down. Ball still loose, and they're still on each other. And that's probably going to be a penalty, as he had a pretty good view on that one there. And I believe Mason McNeil is going to be heading to the box. They got all tied up. We'll let the viewers at home have their own decisions on that. And of course, make sure you're active in the comments. This is game 5. Let us know who you're cheering for, where you're cheering from, but number 7, Mason McNeil heading to the box for 2 or less, as the Rebels able to capitalize on their first power play, looking to do so again with 12:31 to go here in the first period, looking for their first lead of the evening. We'll watch them move the ball around the outside here. McDonald back up top. Maloney, McDonald go back and forth. Now Conrad. As he gets back up top, Maloney with the over the shoulder, trying for Conrad, who had the quick shot. That misses wide. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Maloney back to Conrad. Conrad fires one. This one's on target. Save made. Rebounds picked up, but the ball's knocked loose as Conrad and Normando go to the corner. Tristan Conrad trying to lower the shoulder, trying to cut in. He gets pushed back by Ross Song. Now they'll slow things down, and they'll swing around the outside. Conrad loses the handle. Couldn't find it. Had to play a little defense there, but they do have it. Now McDonald, he tries to go short side. Doyle puts that aside. And that's got to go off him up to the netting on a play. New shot clock for the Rebels. 1:07 to go here in the power play. Up top, Maloney. He tries to rip a shot. Doyle throws that aside. And this one's going to be picked up by Ross Song. He's trying to outrun everybody. Now he's going to try to lead Mont, who was trying to break in on the shorthanded break, but that's a little bit too far for him. But a rebound off the boards for Normando, but he gets taken down. But it's going to be picked up by Ross Song. Ross Song, he tries to go between the feet, and Johnstone able to get down and hold on. Rebounds picked up by the Rebels. 37 seconds to go in the power play. They'll bring it back up over half. Here's Maloney. Up top with it. As they look to get back in position. They only got 15 seconds on their shot clock. About an 8-second differential between that and the penalty. There's a hard shot from up top, down low, that Doyle puts aside. And they get their own rebound. This time, McDonald trying, and another one turned aside by Doyle. With 10 seconds to go in the shot clock. And a big hit there as stepping in was bent, laying a lick on the goaltender as he might have held on to it too long. And now they pick it up as the penalized player steps out of the box. We're back to even strength. McDonald from way outside. I'll have to watch that later. We'll watch Bent and Doyle, see if anything comes after that. That was great to see the goaltender getting into some action. There's a loose ball picked up by the other goaltender, Johnstone, who will look to move it to his defense. So they'll kind of move quickly to get up over half, and they do. As we approach the halfway mark here in the first, of course, we'll have a media break with the first whistle after the halfway mark in each period. And we're going to need it tonight. These goalies are definitely going to need that hydration break. Here's another loose ball. Rebels trying to pick it up before half. They do. Only got 7 seconds on the shot clock, though. Delhan trying to find some room. He's got to throw a shot from long range. It's on target. Rebounds picked up by the Wolves as Normando will quickly move it up. Now Britton has a quick look around. He'll hand it off to Waite. Waite looks to set up. It's a quick pass over to Kenny. Kenny trying to find an opening. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kenny up to Monroe. Monroe looks like he reached back. You know, he likes to shoot, and there it is. And it's on target. Rebound as Johnstone put that aside. Now trying to get behind the D. Trying to get a step here is Cale McLennan. Going a little one-on-one. But can't quite get by the defensive weight. But does fire one from up top that misses on the far side. But rebound comes right to St. Margaret's. 16 seconds on their shot clock. Conrad. There's a few Conrads on the Rebels, so I say that name a lot. There's a shot from outside that misses wide. And there's a big hit again. I'm telling you, I don't think these two teams like each other as we go to the break with 8:55 to go here in the first. Our first break brought to you by C4 Capital. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the rest of the action. And just like that, 1-1 game, 8:55 remaining here in the first. Wolves will take possession from their own end as McKay will run it up the floor. He'll hand off now to Monroe down below us. Monroe trying to use that screen. Monroe reaches back. He fires one on target. High shoulder save on Johnstone. Rebound picked up by the Wolves, though. We'll bring it back up top. St. Hilaire. Now to Waite. Waite trying to find some room. He goes down to the middle. He gets it on goal as well. And in front of the net, there's Monroe trying a little trick shot as he's still all tied up behind the play. Tried to go down low with the one hand, but Johnstone reads that. Now we got a loose ball. I didn't realize it's Boran as he brought the ball up the floor, but luckily his teammates are behind him to pick it up. Now Maloney will slow things down. Only 12 seconds on the shot clock, though, so St. Margaret's will have to set up here quickly. And it's going to be Mills. Mills trying to send it down. Mills takes a hit. He lays it to the floor, but he gets back up, still has it. Trying for the slam dunk as the horn goes, but Doyle turns that aside. Normando will bring it up the floor now. 8 minutes remaining here, first period. What a great crowd here on the home side, my right and left. Almost standing room only, and even the far side as well, as everybody making it up the Hammonds Plains Road. And there's Kennedy trying to force his way through. He gets a shot, it gets deflected high. Rebound's going to be picked up by Normando. He's trying to find some room. He goes up top, he fires, that one does get through. Johnstone makes a save, up to the netting under play. They'll save it. There's a shot, and it's going to be a whistle as Kennedy gets taken down, goes right back up. As we're going to watch him and Wadding go at it. And Wadding just giving a shot to everybody as he knows he's going to the box here. But right now, extra attacker on for the Wolves. There's a shot, high shot. That's going to come all the way back into the Wolves zone. Back over would have been the call. But as the whistle goes, the Wolves are going to have their first power play of the evening as number 4, Max Wadding, heads to the box. 2 minutes or less for the cross-checking call. 7:14 remaining first period. And we'll see what the Wolves can regain their lead with on their power play. The Rebels were able to capitalize on their first power play. Of course, Wolves trying to do the same thing as they look to move the ball around up top. St. Hilaire has his pass almost picked off, but able to pick it back up. Now a quick one down low looking for Monroe, and he almost had a deflection from the side of the goal, but he's able to pick up a loose ball from in behind. Goes up top, 10 seconds on the shot clock. St. Hilaire to Waite. Waite trying to go to Kennedy, I'm trying to watch all of it happen, and I got to watch number 13, Jack McKay. I was watching Monroe in front, Charlie a little behind the back, but luckily for him, McKay's there and able to help him out as he picks up. You'll see here in the C4 Capital replay, picks up down low and able to outweight Johnstone just enough. So power play marker for the Wolves, and they lead again by 1. As number 13, Jack McKay, makes it 2-1. 6:45 remaining here in the first. We'll bring it back to center. And then that battle, been watching these two battle all series, and we said it here game 1, thought we'd probably be back for game 5, and here we are. And there's a steal, and trying to break it alone with a mini break and shooting, but missing that one wide. It's going to be Luke Kenny. But the ball's going to go off the backboards, and luckily for Kenny, Murphy was sitting just on the right side of center and able to keep it on the right side. Now they got 12 seconds on the shot clock as they try to move quickly. Kenny has it again, trying to get back to Waite. Waite on the far side. He shoots and scores! Number 19, Cameron Waite with a nice feed from Luke Kenny. Again, we'll see here in the C4 Capital replay. Kenny, who started the play with that mini break, gets the assist marker as Waite's able to put that one home. You'll get the view here from the goaltender's vantage point. And able to find room on that far side, just inside the post. As the Wolves now with the first 2-goal lead of the evening. As we mentioned earlier in this series, no lead has been safe. As a loose ball, Wolves had it for the moment, then lose it. And now the Rebels have it, and they'll look to set up, looking to maybe get one of these back. They were down by a few in last night's game. Had a big third period. Sackville tied it up late, forced overtime. Where St. Margaret's took it home. And there's a chance there in tight. Ball still loose. And on the boards here, trying to push it forward. That's not going to work as the whistle's going to go. Looked like a little bit of ball hockey going on there for a moment. Now the Wolves will bring it up here at center. Finn St. Hilaire. The announcer gets caught up with the goals announcements. There's Waite, hand off to St. Hilaire. Looks like it's taken to the boards by Rhino. Quick pass here. McRae trying to cut in the middle for Waite, trying to bring one down with a quick pass, cutting through the top of the lane. St. Margaret's takes that away and turns some speed on hard the other way. Baldwin. And Baldwin gets a shot on goal. Doyle turns aside. Rebounds picked up by Munn. He looks as he takes it down the middle. He's going to hand off to Kennedy. Nolan Kennedy looking to set up. He's here on the short side. He's trying to get it back to Monroe. Monroe had it, lose it, trying to get it back. Kennedy's there to help, and Himmon's going to ring that one off the iron. Kind of a broken play there as Monroe thought he had it, then lost it. Kennedy able to find it, but he can't beat the iron. Trying to get a chance here. St. Hilaire with a nice little under move, but a better save from Johnstone and able to pick up the loose ball. Then he looks to send it. Bounce pass here at center. But looking to pick it up now is Cale McLennan, and he'll hand it off to McGregor Mills. Mills on that far side. He tried a little overpass. Nobody was open in front, so they bring it back up top. McDonald now. McDonald and Gorman. Gorman trying to use the screen. Gorman up top. Gorman going to bring one down. Doyle down. Rebound. As Bent sitting there right on the doorstep trying to find another player gets taken down. Now loose ball at center. And we're going to get it back over. And that's going to be the Rebels ball. Just over 4 minutes remaining here now in the first. And he picked up by Mills. Mills now to Bent. Bent, he gotta fire a low one. That's on target. Doyle with the save. He'll send one up with a low pass, nicely scooped up by Ian McDonald, and he moves it here quickly to McRae. McRae thought about it for a second. It was almost a 1-on-3. Now he'll hand it off. Britton. He'll bring it up top, and he's getting in behind is Kennedy with a quick fire. I don't know if Johnstone got a piece or hit the post. Either way, he stays out. Now Kenny tries his chance, and again Johnstone standing tall. And watch these two bodies collide in the corner as Rhino and Kennedy say hello to each other. Now it's going to be picked up, loose ball picked up by Kenny. Kenny trying to get back to Waite. Worked before, will it work again? And it does! Second goal of the evening, number 19, Cameron Waite. As he's able to find some room behind Johnstone. And it's now 4-1, again with a C4 Capital replay. This time takes it a little further and makes the move. And the big Selly up off the glass. 4-1, 3:14 to go here in the first. You see the shots on goal as well. 16-13 already in favor of the Wolves. A lot of shots last night. We mentioned how many Johnstone had, but it's still 44 on Doyle as well. And it was quite low scoring for Lacrosse with that many shots. We'll see what tonight has as a loose ball is picked up by the Rebels. And they look to get it quickly up over half. As run it the other way here is Holloway. Holloway keeps, takes it down to the far boards. Now he goes up top with it for Conrad. Conrad now to Gorman. Gorman trying to get a step. He can't get by the D. He'll go up top with it. Mills picks up. Mills trying to bring it in. Mills still with it. Mills fires one, and that one's put aside by Doyle. And rebound's going to be picked up by Chenard. He'll quick pass up here to McKay, who's off the bench. McKay going to give it to St. Hilaire, who was hollering for it. He's going to miss on the shot. Loose ball. Both teams looking for it. It's on the floor. Both teams can't find it. A big battle ensues. Normando in there as well, and it pops out. And Britton got to pick it up. Only 7 seconds on the shot clock, though. Wait. Quick pass here. St. Hilaire trying to find some room in that far side. This time Johnstone's able to hold on. And they'll find it in his equipment. 2 minutes to go here in the first. As Thomas Delacan will hand off now to McDonald. McDonald trying to use the screen. He tries to cut back in. He tries to go up and over. Sent back. Tries to cut back in. This time trying to use the defense as a screen. He's going to fire that one wide. And that's going to go up to the netting out of play. Wolves will take over. McDonald able to pick that one up. Hand it off here to McRae. McRae up now to Monroe. Carter Monroe trying to get a step. He's going to lose the handle. And picked up a loose again. Monroe trying to find it this time and able to find it, looking to spin out of trouble. Carter Monroe backs away. Now he'll go up top as he hands it off. Now from that far side, Kenny. He looks to spin back. Kenny, you see him and Wade trying to set that play up again. Trying to spin off the pick. There's a shot from outside. Monroe's going to miss that one. And this one's going to just touch the netting and then into the bench. So Rebels takes over as we're got a minute 3 remaining here in the first. And cutting in fresh out the bench is Gorman with a grade A opportunity that Doyle puts aside. Now a battle on the boards. Both teams looking for it. Wolves have it. But away from the ball whistle. Turnover. Rebels have retained possession. 50 seconds to go here. You know, they'd love to get one here before the break. Have maybe a 2-goal spread going into the first intermission. There's a big check there. But again, an illegal cross check away from the ball. Turnovers. Both teams exchanging turnovers in that play. 36 seconds remaining here. As they got about a 13-second differential between that and the game clock. 16 seconds remaining in said shot clock. There's a quick pass. Hilaire trying to go back, trying to go over the shoulder. Rebound picked up by McRae, and he takes a big hit. Another one coming to the corner as McRae's quick to get up. The Rebels have it as Holloway will run it quickly over half. Only 12 seconds on the shot clock, and unable to get over in time. 10 as a half-court violation. Monroe pick it up, and he's got 9 seconds to work with. Monroe, he's got to fire one. That's on target as John Stone picks up with 3 seconds. And they pick it up, and I think they're going to run the clock out. Maybe a quick pass, but the horn's going to go. Now that's 20 minutes, folks, and what a 20 minutes it was. Wolves have a 4-1 lead. We're going to take a quick break. If that first period tells you anything, you're not going to want to miss the second. See everybody in a few. And just like that, you hear the music. Second period action just get ready to get on their way. The teams will switch ends. Sackville Sportwheels Wolves lead 4-1 after 20 minutes. But as we mentioned a few times earlier, especially in this series and even back to the regular season, no lead is safe between these two teams. And there's lots of lacrosse left to be played here tonight. We'll bring it to center. You get a loose ball. Both teams still trying to find it as it bounces here near center. And it's loose again as nobody realized where it is, as Sackville had it for the moment. But now St. Margaret's able to steal it as Tristan Conrad will look to set things up. We'll see if the intermission will bring some much needed rest here as trying to rip that one from far out. Whereas Ryland bent, and he did get on target. The Doyle's able to put aside. Rebound comes to the corner. Two blue jerseys, two white jerseys trying to find a loose ball. And it still loose as it rolls in behind and able to pick it up and reaching it up high, but now knocked out again. As so far since the period has started, the ball's been loose more than it's been anybody's possession. Now Sackville has it as Waite able to find it in the corner. Likes to use that length as he brings it up over half. Now St. Hilaire looking to spin back to the inside. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Looking up top, but read that one all day was Tringle as he picks it off. Maybe a partial 2-on-1 back the other way. But he's going to slow things down as Sackville gets back on D. Now McDonald will look to set things up. Ben McDonald for the Rebels. to Gorman. Gorman just got to switch back. He got to fire one, and feeling that one was Monroe as he got that in the upper body area and then went all the way down the other end. And a nice pass here from the goaltender to pick it up, and there's able to hold on, and the shot clock expires. But a nice move at center from the Rebels captain to keep it on the right side of half and even give their team a chance. He fired one as the shot clock was expiring, but now the Wolves will have it. A little bit of a different start, a little different than the start of the first period here in the second. As the Wolves will look to set up. Here's Wade. He reaches over. He fires and he scores. Hat trick for Cameron Wade. And he makes it 5-1 as he just powers a shot and fires that one through as he approached 2 minutes gone here in the second. See Wade just taking himself, trying to use that screen in front with some traffic, and you can see Johnstone not knowing where it was with that stance in between the pipes. So a 4-goal spread now here for the Wolves. So we'll bring it back to center. As Benton Murphy will battle on the face-off draw like they have all series long. And St. Margaret's going to win that one. There's no quit with these Rebels, I'll tell you that. And in this game, goals can come fast and furious. There's a quick shot there that Doyle's able to put aside, but rebound comes right back to the Rebels, and they'll try again. Quick pass up top. Conrad trying to get a step. He goes back to the middle. Cut back again. He runs right into the D. And two blue shirts trying to push him out. Now from the far side, there's McDonald, sorry. And he hits the post. And the rebound comes back. Now Mills, he goes up under. He fires, trying to go 5-hole. That Doyle is able to put the big stick down and keep that out as Norman Doe will pick it up, bring it up over half. He'll go quickly here to St. Hilaire to reach out quick on that quick pass. He's able to hold on. Now St. Hilaire, 15 seconds on the shot clock here on the short side. Going to take it up top. He tries to use the screen front. That doesn't quite get through. Kenny look for the loose ball in the corner now. He's able to find it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kenny going to take it himself. He gets a shot. Johnstone able to turn that aside. Rebounds picked up. And with some speed, here comes McLennan as Cale McLennan comes up. He got to take it himself. He goes in, and Doyle able to slide over to keep that one out. And then up quickly the other way, but pass takes a funny bounce on Piper, is unable to pick it up. And the Rebels will bring it back over half again. Maloney over to Gorman. Gorman trying to find some room. Gorman going to give it to Maloney. Maloney with a little fake. He comes in. He fires him one. And then getting that one high in the shoulder is Doyle, but the official has his arm up here along the glass as it's a delayed penalty coming to Sackville. Extra attacker on for the Rebels as I'm watching the action tight, and there's a 3 or 4 big saves from the Sackville goalie, but the Rebels still have it. Gorman gets taken to the floor. He gets back up with the ball, gives it to Maloney. Maloney with another shot. This one's going to go wide on the far side, and the Wolves finally touch up. With almost 4 minutes gone here in the second, we're going to get a holding call. And I believe it's going to go against number 12, Etienne Chenard. As the Rebels now 1 for 2 on the power play. Looking to make something happen here. They want to try to crawl themselves back into this. So Maloney will head it up here at center. They'll bring the ball in. The Rebels will look to set up, and they look to set up quick. And there's a quick shot from a quick pass, and they score. 7 seconds, and it's number 99, Christian Conrad, with the Rebels' second goal of the game and the second power play goal of the game. And they took no time doing it. There's the pass there to get things started. And down low, they didn't wait to set up. They just got it to the big man, number 99, Tristan Conrad. I'm not sure if he got Doyle out of position and wasn't expecting the shot. He took it quickly, but he's able to find some room there. 4:02 gone second period, 5-2. The score now, and a face-off violation. But we're going to do it again, because in behind the play, the officials didn't like how they're set up, so Bent and Murphy will do it again. Both teams banging the sticks, and again, another face-off violation. This time it goes the Wolves' way. And they'll look to set up, looking to get that goal back the Rebels scored moments ago. St. Hilaire to McKay. McKay now. He stops up. Trying to get it back to Monroe. Takes it on the bounce. Monroe trying to spin inside. Monroe trying to find his way. He gets taken down. Trying to stay out of that crease, but unable to. As the whistle goes, crease violation. Rebels back with some speed the other way. They're looking to feed off the momentum off that power play goal. They'd love to get another one here on this trip down the floor. And there's a chance there trying to come in. That's going to hit the post as McDonald took some abuse trying to make his way to the goal front, but did get the shot off. And there's another one, this one from outside that misses wide. Mills trying to bring it down. He does. Mills trying to use the pick. Can't find any room to bring it in as he's taking some shots here from Parkin. There's a shot from outside, and Doyle picks up, and he's able to bobble it, but does have it. And he's going to move it quickly to Parkin, and he'll hand it off. And holding it up now is Luke Kenny. Kenny looks to set up. He gets it to his buddy Waite. They like to go back and forth. Now Waite going to look to take it himself. He goes all the way around. He fires a shot. Johnstone with the save. Rebound. Going to be picked up by the Rebels, but then a pass picked off by Kennedy, who was good on the back check to knock that down to get the Wolves back on the offense. There's Waite and Kenny. Now Kenny maybe looking to give it back to him, and he does. There's Waite. This time the shot's going to miss. Kenny going to get the rebound. 15 seconds of the shot clock. This time Kenny shoots. He misses as well. It'll go off the boards up into the netting out of play. And the Rebels will take possession. Let's bring it over half now is Holloway. Holloway hands it off. And looking to find some room on the far side is McDonald. McDonald all the way up top to Maloney. Maloney looks to use the screen. Tries a little one-hand pass back to Conrad, but gets some help now from Gorman. Gorman's pass almost picked off, but McDonald has it. 2 seconds of the shot clock. Ben going to go fire a whiff as he tried to get the shot off before the shot clock went off of the expiration. Sorry, trying to get some words out of there. I'm watching the Wolves make their way up the floor. Here's St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire trying to get around Baldwin. He got a curl to the corner and goes back up top here for Waite. 10 seconds in the shot clock. Waite trying to get a step. Waite look for some room in the short side. He gets a shot through. Johnstone with the save. I don't think he realized where it was for a moment as it rolled out of his crease, but his defense was there to help him out. And bringing it up there with Baldwin. He'll hand it off. 7 minutes gone here in the second. McDonald now. McDonald fakes a shot. He holds it. Now he fires as he takes a shot. Took a shot from the defense as he was taking the shot as Doyle able to turn that aside. He'll hand it off to Henry Mont, who will run it up the floor. Now Kenny. Luke Kenny for the Wolves. Waits for everybody to get off the bench. Now he tries a little stutter step, cuts to the inside, maybe trying to give it back for the cut in St. Hilaire, but Kenny going to keep it. Kenny's still with it. Kenny with it. And able to go up high, but standing tall was Johnstone to send that aside, but the rebound's picked up by the Wolves. Now St. Hilaire here, short side. Trying to find a step. He goes up and over, but steps in the crease. No goal. And there's a quick up here by the Rebels, and trying to catch him on the change was Andrew George, but Doyle able to make a save. Two big saves at both ends. With 8 minutes gone now here in the second, Wolves will bring it back up the floor. Now Monroe. Carter Monroe here on the short side. He'll hand it off. Wade has a look. Goes cross court. Gets it back. Wade with a quick shot. Johnstone with the save. He looks to smother the rebound. The defense will pick it up as Monroe was battling hard there with Holloway at the top of the crease. The Rebels have it in the offensive zone. Trying to get a step. Gorman! He stays outside the crease. He rips the shot, but then he goes in the crease on the way by as Doyle is able to make the save. Chenard will pick it up in the corner, hand it off to Parkin. He'll get it quickly up over half as he hands it off to Kenny. Kenny. And give it to McKay, and nobody knew where it was for a second. We all had a quick look. And it's going to be McKay. Maybe a little trickery there from the Wolves. As we'll see here in the C4 Capital replay. There's a quick pass up there. as there was some movement without the ball and a little confusion around as we're all trying to find it. But McKay had it. He got the quick pass from the corner. He made no mistake, his second of the night with 11-11 remaining here, second period. Wolves go back to the 4-goal lead, 6-2. No matter who wins this game here this evening, they will play Saturday evening in the finals of the Junior A Lacrosse League as the St. John Rapids are sitting and waiting. Of course, they're hosting the Founders Cup this year as well, so the winner of this game would also be in the Founders Cup no matter what the outcome is of the finals. There's a whistle as down that corner there is a battle brewing. And I think we got both players heading to the box as Tristan Conrad, I should say, and Nolan Murphy are going to head away to the box as a couple of roughing calls from down that corner. So we're going to have some 4-on-4 lacrosse for 2 minutes. And with the speed and skill of both of these two squads, we should be in for an entertaining 2 minutes. 10:50 remaining in the second. And Mills, for the Rebels, will look to start things up. He hands it off to Conrad. Conrad looks to shoot. He scores! Won't be a power play goal, but it's 4-on-4. As number 24, Cohen Conrad, gets that one back, makes it back to 3 goals. And there's only 10 seconds into the 4-on-4. Again, you'll see there on the replay, as he just takes up and rips the shot that gets by Doyle. Mont is going to come in for a rare face-off as Murphy's still in the box. And a face-off violation by Bent will give the Wolves the ball. So they'll get an opportunity here, 4-on-4 now. As St. Hilaire looks to bring it off the boards. He looks to use the screen. He flips on quickly over to McKay. McKay now to Waite. Waite has a look. Waite trying to get a step on the short side. He elects not to shoot. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Now he turns and fires. He's going to miss everything, but reaches up, grabs it, gets a don't rebound. That one's on target that John Stone is able to turn aside. Loose ball in the corner. Waite trying to lay a lick on George, who's able to roll off that and hand the pass up over half. 1:05 to go here, 4-on-4. Under the halfway mark now here in the second. So next whistle, we will have our media timeout. And again, a hydration break for these goaltenders who definitely need it this evening. Here's a chance here for Mills. Mills, 5 seconds on the shot clock. McGregor Mills trying to get through. Mills still with it. One hand on the stick, 2 seconds. He's going to have to fire. And going to run out of time as he'll hand that off. And there's the extra whistles. 9:35 remaining here in the second. And this media timeout going to be brought to you by Next Level U Sports. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the conclusion of the second period. Just that quick, we are back, ready for the action. 44 seconds remaining here, 4-on-4. Wolves with the ball as Kenny will bring it up the floor. Quick pass far side now for Monroe. Monroe looking for an opening. Monroe still with it. Monroe cuts from side to side. He goes over the shoulder. He's going to miss that wide. And that's picked up quickly by the Rebels, and they're with some speed up over half as Wadden will hand it off. Now down deep from the corner. 16 seconds, 4-on-4. Bent trying to use that size. He lowers the shoulder. He fires and scores! Number 5, Rylan Bent. making it 6-4. Don't go anywhere, folks. Told you this game was far from over. 9 minutes remaining here in the second here on the C4 Capital replay. You see him lower the shoulder there just a little bit, and then from way out, with a couple bodies in front of Doyle, able to find some room. Now we're to a 2-goal spread as Mont and the goal scorer Bent will bring it back to center with 8 seconds to go here, 4-on-4. And we get a loose ball. Everybody looking for it. And Gorman for the Rebels have it. Penalized players back on the floor. So we're back to 5-on-5. 8:45 remaining here in the second. 6-4 our score. As Gorman loses the handle for a moment, they got to pick it up off the boards. Quick pass now to Mills. Mills trying to find some room. You see the shots on goal, 25-28, now in favor of the Rebels. And there's another shot there. And Doyle able to put that aside. Mont picks it up, and he'll run it up quickly over half. Leo Mont will hand it off. Nolan Kennedy will receive it. He'll look to set things up on the offensive side of things. He looks to spin away. He gets taken down. Loose ball. Going to be picked up here now by Cale McLennan. He's trying to get a step. He's in with some speed. And there's Doyle with a huge save as he spins out in his crease. But number 23 flying up the floor with McLennan with a big save. And now we got a referee with his hand up at the center here as they're trying to get a chance, but there's going to be a power play coming to the Wolves. And they're 1 for 1 tonight on the power play. There's a wait here for the signal from the official because I didn't see it behind the players. They're watching the ball come off the floor, but it's going to be number 4. Looks like for the hold, it's going to be Max Wadden. So 7:39 remaining here in the second. 6-4 lacrosse game. Wolves looking to get one of those back. And it's going to be Finn St. Hilaire, number 11 for the Wolves, that'll bring it in. They'll set things up if they start to swing it around the outside of the box. Now Monroe, as players head in motion. Hands off to Kenny. Kenny trying to use the screen. He fires a shot. Johnstone with the save. Rebound. Going to be picked up by Kenny as well off the boards. He'll go up top with it. And there's a goal from Jack McKay. Power play marker. It's 7-4. I was getting ready to apologize on the penalty as it was a legal substitution. Jack McKay will receive the pass from the far side. You see here again on the C4 Capital replay. Couldn't get over there fast enough, as that's how fast the shot came off. But number 13, Jack McKay, with his third of the evening, as double hat tricks here for McRae and Waite this evening with 7:06 remaining here in the second. There's another face-off that comes up, and Normando comes out of nowhere and snags it out of the air. He'll look to set things up. He's going to stay on the floor with the offense as they swing it to the far side. Kennedy now. Nolan Kennedy trying to get it back to Monroe. Takes a bump, loose ball. And it's going to be still loose here along the boards. And Kennedy didn't realize it was there as he was heading for a change. And it's going to be picked up by McLennan. Oh, a little, maybe too much speed there. And luckily for him, he's up and okay as he was flying again as he does. And this floor is quite slippery. You can hear the squeaking of the shoes. And luckily for the Rebels, he's up and okay. As Kenny tries to spin back. Kenny maybe trying to give it to St. Hilaire. Kenny likes to shoot. And Johnstone's just freezing in position as he's able to hold on. And he's got to hand off to the defense. Could give a special shout out to a couple Wolves players not here this evening. I'm sure they're watching from away. Of course, number 5, Josh Hullett, and number 10, Matthew McCarron, two huge pieces of this team for the Wolves. Are hoping that their team comes through and they want to play on the weekend. With a quick pass on the far side. Rebels, they want to punch their ticket in the weekend. They're looking to get that goal back that McKay scored moments ago as they move it all around the outside, trying to find an opening. There's a big hit along the boards as he just moved the ball. Ball's still loose, comes back to him. There's a shot from McDonald. He's going to miss wide. And looked to be picked up by Chenard, who gets quickly up over half. Chenard looks for some room. Chenard thought for a moment that he was going to do a net drive there, but as he looked up and saw George getting in position, he's going to hand it off as he heads to the bench. And the offense will come on here for the Wolves. Only got 13 seconds on the shot clock, looking to move quick. Kenny trying to give it back to Monroe, who got all turned around. Rebels able to pick it up off the boards. They'll move it quickly the other way. 5 minutes remaining here now in the second. As Holloway will look to set things up. He'll hand it off to Conrad. Conrad now to Mills. Mills looks for somebody open. He takes it all the way up top. He goes to the far side. McDonald now. McDonald trying to spin away. He spins and fires, trying to get Doyle out of position. And he able to just get enough of it as McDonald reached way up to pick that up and gets knocked down. He's still battling for the ball from the ground. But Kennedy going to step up. He's going to take a punt as he takes a big hit trying to pick the ball up. Ball still loose. They're going to have to move it quickly to get up over half. It's still loose as this time McDonald for the Wolves gets it knocked out of his hands. And looking to get back was Kennedy as Baldwin found himself wide open in front. What action here. The Wolves trying to get out of their own zone. Rebels with a great forecheck, able to take that away. And now trying to find some room. Conrad with a shot from outside. That's deflected, goes wide. Mills picks up a loose ball off the boards. He looks to bring it in. He tries to find some room as he goes around the back of the goal. He's trying to spin away from Murphy. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Mills still with it. Up top, fires a shot. That hit a leg in front. And the horn will go as the shot clock will expire as the Wolves will pick it up from the corner. Nolan Kennedy will run it up the floor. 3:40 remaining here now. Second period. St. Hilaire looks to set things up. He hands it off to Kenny. Kenny now to the far side for McCray. McCray trying to give it back to Monroe. Monroe trying to reach up. He can't find it. And Monroe exchanging some shots out front with McNeil as the rest of the squads are heading their way back up the floor. Now it's picked up on the far side for Gorman. Gorman trying to find somebody open. He'll hand it off now to Bent. Bent trying to get a step. Bent had a quick look on the short side, and a couple players get all tangled up and away from the ball. Foul. Whistle will go. 3 minutes remaining. Wolves will take over on the turnover. Now Waite looks to set things up as we got 2:50 remaining here in the second. Kenny tries to find an opening. He makes it up there. It's McCray shoots and scores. Number 16, Cameron McCray, as words now being exchanged there during the celebration between the two teams. You can see McCray receiving that pass, and he runs in. He just fires a shot with all kinds of bodies in front on that C4 Capital replay. And at the end of that, there's going to be a penalty. As we look over, we see number 4, Carter Monroe, in the box for 2. Might have been an unsportsmanlike call. So right after the Rebels give up a goal to go back down by 4, they're going to get a chance on the power play as they're 2 for 3 this evening. So looking to get that goal right back as Murphy and Bent will line up here at center. And Bent, the statistics on the draws this evening got to be pretty good as he wins another one. And the Rebels will look to set up the power play. 2:30 remaining here, second period, 1:45 remaining in the power play. Maloney up top with it as he looks to set everything up. Quick pass over, looking to give it back to Conrad, who tried to make something happen in tight. Doyle puts that aside, but rebounds picked up by the Rebels, and they set up again. Quick pass to the top. Maloney fakes a shot, walks in, still has it, shoots, and there's a save on that far post from Doyle. Now a loose ball as Mont gets taken out, still loose, but able to run back and pick it up is Mills to keep. As we hear the penalty call, and it was unsportsmanlike to Monroe. Conrad, he rips over to McDonald, who fires a shot. Doyle picks up. Doyle might look to send it down the length of the floor. As Mont's down there trying to find it, he couldn't quite come up with it. As the Rebels right there to bring it back on the offense. 55 seconds remaining here in the power play. Now McDonald, quickly Mills, Bent, McDonald, as they go all the way around the outside of the box. Up top, Conrad doesn't shoot. He tried to go quickly there to Gorman, had to reach way up for it. Now Conner will fire one. Doyle with the save. Rebound. Going to be picked up by Murphy, who looks to run it out. 25 seconds remaining here in the power play. Quick pass to St. Hilaire. Thought maybe for a moment shorthanded. He's going to curl back. As it's almost even between the shot clock and penalty clock, as you hear here. We're under a minute to go here now in the second. As St. Hilaire just looks to hold it along the board, tries to go up and over. 6 seconds on the power play. Takes a couple of shots. I'm trying to get a quick shot before the shot clock expired, but unable to as the horn goes. Rebels will take over. 43.8 up on the clock here now in the second. And there's an errant pass. He didn't realize going for a change and lands it in the bench. And the Wolves will take it. And we're going to get a whistle as they're going to have to start that play over again. And I think we're going to get a timeout, Sackville. And we do. So with 39 seconds to go here in the second, Sackville wants to talk about maybe close to a last shot probably for this possession as we get close to the end of the second period. Get ready for the intermission. 8-4 our score. You see the shots on goal now. 27-35 in favor of the Rebels. Been firing a lot of rubber towards the Wolves goaltender here this evening. Still not to the numbers we had last night. As there's a great crowd as well at the Greenfoot Energy Center for the big St. Margaret's win to force this Game 5. And again, Game 1 of the Junior A Lacrosse Finals for the East Coast. Saturday evening, 7:30. Who's looking to punch their ticket here tonight? The Rapids are sitting there waiting. Loving the fact these two teams are going to war tonight, because they know they're going to get a banged up team Saturday evening. There's a quick shot. That's going to miss on the short side from Waite. And now we're going to get a timeout the other way with 30.7 to go here in the period, as now the Rebels will want to have a conversation about how to set up for the last shot. So another good break for both goaltenders. They get a couple timeouts here before the intermission. Sackville with a quick chat with how they're going to defend. You see the Rebels are all on the bench for their discussion on the far side. Have to think level of importance of definitely scoring the next one. So the goaltender will be pulled for the extra attacker, as 30.7 and of course a fresh 30-second shot clock, as they're looking to make it a 3-goal spread before the break. So slowing things down here is McDonald, as he's going to wait 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Still keeping it near center is Ben McDonald. Now everybody starts to move. McDonald hands it off. Gorman. Mills spins. Looks for the room in the short side. Spins again. He can't find his way in. 2 seconds. They got to shoot. Horn's got to go as he dives and hits the floor. As the ball and the player stays out, as Doyle tries to get out. And everybody looking to grab a dance partner maybe here. And Doyle sprinting his way to the bench as he gets off quickly as the horn goes. Well, folks, 40 minutes down, 20 minutes left. A shot for a chance to be in the finals. You're not going to want to miss the third period. We're going to be right back. He looked like he tried to do the old little step over as the St. Margaret's player was on the floor. So St. Margaret's going to start with a power play here to start the third period. As they're 2 for 3 this evening. But the Wolves are going to win that face-off, so they'll start here in the offensive zone shorthanded. They called it roughing there. Everyone thinks we're going to be roughing on Sportsman-like as he watched McCray. Just have a quick look up at the shot clock as he looks to waste some time. Hands off to Mont. Mont, he'll fire a shot, and Johnstone able to make the save, hold on. Minute 24 to go here in the power play. The Rebels are very quickly up over half. To say how crucial the next goal is in this game would be an understatement. And the Rebels want to be them. 3-goal spread with 19 minutes to go here in the third is not unforeseeable with these teams and the way they can score in bunches. There's a chance. There's Mills, just going to miss just wide. Rebound is picked up, but the shot clock can expire. Doyle makes the save either way, as he'll gobble up the rebound. 54 seconds to go in the power play, and the Wolves will bring it up over half. Now here's Kennedy. He goes back and forth with Britton. Look to find an opening. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 35 seconds left in the penalty. As McCray, he's going to turn and fire as the shot clock was getting ready to expire. Rebels will pick it up. They'll take over. They bring it back the other way now with about 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Seven seconds. Chance on that far side. Up, trying to go up top, and Normando going to pick that off. Normando going to put on the chest. Normando right straight down Main Street. He goes in, him getting a piece of that. I think with the elbow was Johnstone somehow able to keep that up with a huge save as the penalty expired. Rebels pick up the loose ball, back the other way. McDonald has it up top. He's with here to Conrad. Conrad trying to use McDonald's screen. He fires one. That's going to miss well wide. That's going to be picked up by Rossong. He'll run it up. He sees Parkin. Parkin tried to pick it up. He had to go off his stick as a little bit high. As Conrad will pick it up. As Parkin. And heads up. There's Rossong. Comes back and knocks the ball loose. And they're going back and forth. And Conrad didn't know who had the ball, but it's Mont. Mont down the middle. Mont 1-on-3. He fires one that Johnstone just gets a piece. And then it takes a bounce off the backboard and a bounce off the back of the goaltender and comes into the back of the net. 5-goal lead now as Leo Mont does it himself. As we're watching the action from the bench, here's Mont go. As Johnstone gets a piece of it, you see him kind of reach back as much as he can down on his knees. Hard to bend that way. And you'll see here from that point, have a look at the ball, and there it is. Just like that. One the Rebels would like to have back, I'm sure. They have a conversation at center about what happened. So pretty well with 3 minutes gone here, third, 9-4 now. Sackville up. But the Rebels not going anywhere. As the ball loose into the zone, and there's Doyle coming out. He wants to get a piece of the action as the ball gets knocked loose. It's a couple players slow to get up. Now there's going to be, they're still tied up. They're watching the two 22s battle. But the Wolves unable to get the ball over half in time, so Rebels will take over on the turnover. Bent from well outside. He's going to fire one. Misses on that far side, goes off the back of the net. but picked up, by Gorman, who gives it back to Bent. Bent trying to spin his way. Bent trying to come in, and it's a goal. Looked like for a moment he's going to wave it off, but it's a goal. And then having to tuck it and it gets sent to the floor by Murphy. Whoa, here we go, folks. Main thing for the Rebels is that the goal counts. We'll have a look here. As Bent looked like he's getting close to in the crease. Let you be a judge at home, but as he gets up, he has a few words for Doyle after the goal scored and then gets sent to the floor, and I think Murphy's being sent to the box. So Bent with his second of the evening. So the Rebels with a chance here scoring, and now with a power play to get it right back into this. 9-5 now, 16:25 remaining third period. What a game, folks. This series was everything we thought it would be and more, and game 5 is not disappointing. If you're not here in person, you are missing out. We're doing our best to bring you the live stream, and it has been a fun one, and we got lots left. We start to move it around. On the power play. Here's Conrad warming up. Doyle with a save. Rebound going to be picked up by McDonald. They'll look to set things up again. Conrad again. This time, making no mistake, and he fires one home. Tristan Conrad's second of the evening. Power play marker, 9-6. Tons of time left in this one. Just under 16 to go. Again, back to the C4 Capital replay. As Conrad wasn't going to be denied on the second opportunity as he reached back and fired that one home. Back to center. Bent and Murphy. Would love to know how many times those two have faced off in this 5-game spread, but Wolves have it. There's Mont again. Mont using his speed and scores! Well, folks, we're just going end to end here at the old den at the Sackville Arena. As Mont just picks up himself off the draw, he just goes 1-on-2, splits a D, cuts in, and puts one home. 10-6. If you wanted action, here it is. This is the place to be. We hope everybody's enjoying from home, because this is an absolute barn burner. What a beauty. Another face-off battle that's on the floor. Both teams looking for it. Still loose. And Mont, who scored moments ago, will we see a repeat? And this time he's going to slow things up. He'll head it off and head to the benches. Carter and Rowe will look to set it up. 15.5 to go here. We've seen some goals this evening. Last night was a 6-5 overtime. And we got 16 goals here, and there's still lots of lacrosse left to be played. As Normando throws one on the target. That's going to miss wide. Pops way up high, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Quick pass here. Kennedy, he's got a fire, and that's on goal. But Johnstone's there, turns to the side, and then looks to send one up to Halloway, was sitting at center. Halloway spins away from the defense and now heads to the bench as he hands it off to McDonald. McDonald takes it to the corner. McDonald looking to get a step. He cuts inside. McDonald, top of the crease. McDonald gets a stick ripped out of his hands. And then quickly with some speed, here comes Chenard. Maybe a partial 2-on-1. Chenard has Normando with him. Hands it over. The captain. And there's Johnstone able to hold on. Get the big stick down. Take away the 5-hole. And the Rebels quickly back the other way. Here's McNeil. He's going to hand it off. Mills. Maloney had a quick look back over his shoulder. Looking to use the screen now. Conrad, he springs in to action as he tried to break through. Couldn't come up with the pass though. Trying to looking for it on the boards. Does have it. Tristan Conrad behind the goal. Up top. Cohen Carr, he fires one and Doyle just gets a piece of that with a leg pad. To put that aside. Now, Chenard with a nifty little move bringing the ball up the floor. He's 1-on-4 as he takes it deep in the corner. He stops up. Looks to hand one off as he protects. Now Britton. 6 minutes gone here, third period. Chance here maybe for Kenny. As we're going to get a penalty away from the ball. And I think it's got to go against the Wolves. And it is number 11, Finn St. Hilaire, heading to the box. And I think we got to, I believe it was a hold call. So 13:48 remaining here, third period, 10-6 our score. Power play as St. Hilaire going to sit in the box for 2 or less. And the Rebels captain will start things up. So move it around. There's a chance here, trying for the quick one time, and Gorman's turn to jump on the score sheet. And they're making quick work here. And heading back to the box. So power play goals, we look at the replay, we're looking here at center. And there's going to be an unsportsman call as St. Hilaire had a few words for the official leaving the box, and they sent it right back in. So right after the Rebels score on the power play, they're going to get another one. 10-7 our score now. As we said, these two teams battle. Well, if tonight's game doesn't prove that, I don't know what you're watching. 13:32 remaining here in the third. As Bent Murphy get ready to battle at center. Well, how many sticks those two must go through with those face-off draws. As the timekeeper trying to get caught up with all the goals as he's announcing Mont's goal from a little ago. You got a couple more goals to go now as St. Margaret's win that draw at center, and they set up the power play. McDonald, Maloney got to shoot, he fires one. Doyle with the save down, picks up the loose ball. Now look to send it, he's going to fire it down the core. As Normando's down there, he'll pick it up. The two captains one-on-one now. Normando just putting the Jets on, and then Maloney wins that battle as he knocks it out of his stick, as Maloney had no idea where it was. And now a turnover as Normando was trying to battle to get that back, but the whistle went down in the corner. 1:14 to go in the power play. Rebels will look to set up again. And it's Maloney with a great defensive effort there moments ago on Sackville's captain. Love to get another goal for his team as the loose ball comes to the corner. 8 seconds of the shot clock, back up top. Maloney looks for a screen, looks for an opening, finds it, and scores! Ryan Maloney with his second of the evening. And just like that, it's 10-8, 2 goals, 12:26 remaining here in the third. We'll see here again in the C4 Capital replay. We are seeing some replays tonight as pure power on that shot from the captain. To say there's lots of time left is an understatement in tonight's game. We already saw 2 overtimes in this series, game 1 of the series, and of course last night, both teams coming up with a victory. Could we see extra time here tonight? Wolves pick it up there, as that was another power play marker for the Rebels. There's Kenny trying to get one back for the Wolves. Johnstone turns that aside. Rebound picked up by Andrew George, and he's quickly back the other way. George had to quick look up. George runs with it. He fires, and Doyle able to get the stick down, make a big save. Gobble up the rebound and move it up quickly. As McRae here down below us. McRae. Now to Britton. We'll go up top now to Kenny. Luke Kenny has to look that far side. Battle there with St. Hilaire. Kenny trying to get free. Kenny still with it, trying to use the screen, fires a shot. And there's Johnstone able to get down and get a knee down on it as the ball falls out from the equipment. Rebels will bring it back up over half. Tringle hands it off to McDonald. McDonald now here on the short side. He looks to cut back to the middle, trying to maybe look to give it back to Conrad. Conrad was well covered, so we're going to Tristan Conrad up top instead, who gives it to the captain, Maloney. 7 seconds on the shot clock. He fires one from well outside. Doyle is able to shoot aside, but Mills there in the corner to pick up the loose ball rebound. Now Maloney back up top. Conrad trying to use the screen. Conrad thought about getting back to McDonald. Conrad likes to shoot. And that's off Doyle. Up to the netting. Another play. New shot clock for the Rebels. Just over 9 minutes gone here now in the third. And again, away from the ball in front of the net. Murphy's stick is flown to the corner. Whistle will go, turnover. I should say, sorry, that's going to be a penalty. I wasn't sure if it's just going to be a turnover or a penalty, but it is a penalty to number 24, Cohen Conrad. He's going to get, I believe, a holding the stick call. He might have threw it to the corner. I was watching the ball on the other side, didn't see it, just saw the sick line in the corner. But now the opportunity for the Wolves on the power play as they look to get one of these power play markers back that the Rebels have been successful with in the last couple trips. And it's Monroe. Up top to St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire set in the box for 2 goals. You know he's dying to get one of those back. His shot's turned aside, but gets his own rebound. Shot clock resets, and the Wolves will set back up. Monroe. Quick pass. St. Hilaire. Monroe. Trying to go back in. That gets deflected. McKay trying to pick it up off the boards. He gets pushed aside. George looking to pick it up. George trying to find him. Him and McKay battle hard to the boards, and it's George using his size and height. Able to move it out quick. Maybe a chance short-handed. Trying to fire one there short-handed. Was McLennan, but Doyle there to make the save. Rosson will hand it back off to St. Hilaire. 1:05 to go here in the power play. We're under the halfway mark here now in the third period. So next whistle, we will have the media timeout. Of course, the Wolves are hoping that whistle will come on a goal as they start to move around the outside. Now everybody starts to engage, and there's Monroe firing one. That's going to miss high and wide. Rebounds picked up, and McLennan trying to turn the Jets on. Monroe trying to catch him. McLennan down, Doyle's down, and the ball somehow stays out. Monroe picks it up. As Monroe and McLennan battle both ends of the court, running back and forth. 27 seconds to go here in the power play. Monroe, quick pass over. Kenny, St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire trying for a bouncer and scores! His second of the evening, power play marker for the Wolves, 11-8. Let's go to the C4 Capital replay as we get ready to go to the media timeout. He just goes from way outside and bounces one in. We're going to take a short break here. 9:08 remaining here in the third now. 3 goals spread. We're going to go to our media timeout brought to you by our friends at PNL.ca. Electrical and Communications. We'll be back in a moment for the conclusion of this one. There we go. We are back. 9:08, third period. 11-8 our score. But as you see in this period, goals can come in bunches. So we're far from over. But the Wolves able to win that face-off draw. Send a high one down to the corner. Kenny went way up to get it. It's come off the board now. Everybody looking for it, but able to find it. Was McLennan, sorry, he's limping, heading off to the bench, but able to make the pass up. You hear the announcer with the goal announcer. It's hard to talk over the announcers here, and it's loud in this arena tonight as these people have been treated to an exceptional game. What playoffs this has been, and Game 5 has been an absolute beauty as Normando finds a loose ball. He runs it back into the offensive zone. As time coming a huge part now. 3 goals, don't get me wrong. Goals can come quickly, but possession's going to come key. There's a chance for Monroe. He takes a bump as he rips a shot, gets his own rebound. Backhand pass out for Brandon with the shot, and there's Johnson with 2 huge saves. As we get into the late stages here in the third period, every possession becomes that important. It's a loose ball, and everybody trying to find Kenny in there battling, but it is going to be picked up by Mills. Mills got 3 blue jerseys in front of him. He gets the ball knocked loose, and Britton has it. As both teams exchanging possessions there near center. And the Wolves now got to slow things down. 7:39 remaining here in the third. Nolan Kennedy. He has a quick look short side. Kennedy thought for a moment. He's going to give it to Monroe. Monroe with a little shot. Johnson with the save. Rebound picked up by the Wolves. Back to Monroe. Couldn't quite connect with that pass, but it's going to be picked up by Waite on the far side. Now Kennedy. Breton. Back up top to Waite. We got 20 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Now we're going to get a whistle away from the ball. And along the boards here, there was a battle and happened. There's a quick shot and trying to go for a run there. But good defense as Max Baldwin thought he was going to bring it all himself. Now Baldwin thought about maybe the little dunk from in behind. Baldwin still with it. Stops up, cuts back in short side, shoots, and scores! Baldwin doing himself. And we're back to 2-goal game with 6:59 to go here in the third. Let's go to the C4 Capital replay. So just before this, he ran all the way down, got pushed to the side and took it in behind and came up and went down low and able to get this one back. 11-9. If you wanted goals, we got them tonight. 11 last night, 20 so far tonight. We're far from over here. We told you this game is fast. Here's Normando trying to get that one right back. He fires one, and Johnson just able to squeeze it and keep it out. And George reaches in and picks up. He's going to hand it to his captain, Maloney. He'll slow things up as he waits for the rest of the offense to get on the floor. Now he tries to get a step. He tries to get by. He looks to fire a shot. That goes off a body. Loose. And now Chenard trying to pick it up. He's able to pick it up off the board. Chenard by himself down there as he has a quick look up. Chenard going to protect. He'll hand it off now to Kennedy. Kennedy going for a run. He hands it off. And McRae steps back. McRae short side. He looks for some room. He can't find any on that short side of the post. It looked like it was going to go up and hit the ceiling, but missed. That game's close. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wolves still have it. St. Hilaire comes in. He drives a shot from the far side. Johnstone turns to the side. Picked up now by Boren as he runs it quickly over half. 6 minutes ago now here, third period. As Ryland Bent look to set things up. He's off here to Cohen Conrad. Now McDonald, Ben McDonald, trying to get around the defensive Parkin. Parkin keeping him way outside. There's a quick pass. Gorman trying for a giant short side. That's going to go. Thought it looked like it hit the goaltender, but the referee down low has a better advantage than us. And he said, no, it bounced in front, went way up into the netting of the play. So Wolves will now take over, and it's Monroe. Carter Monroe. Good up top to St. Hilaire. Quickly now to Kenny, back to Monroe. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Monroe deceptive, fires and scores! Up under the bar! C&I shot there as Carter Monroe gets his first of the night. And it's a big one. 5:21 to go here in the third. 12-9. You'll see here, watch this one just go right under the bar. Two defenders in front of him and the goaltender, and he picks it. Here's Johnstone with his thinking. There was not much room there, barely enough room for the ball. But Monroe is known for a shot, shows you why right there. He fires that one home, getting them back up by 3. Big battle now, quick pass, and maybe a chance for a quick shot, but couldn't quite release it. Was Normando, as he had a chance here off the face-off. Under 5 remaining here, third period. As McGregor Mills trying to find somebody open. He's looking for Conrad in motion. Didn't realize the pass was coming. Loose ball picked up now in the corner by Piper. Who his pass is picked off as Gorman with the steal now. Gorman, the hero of last night's overtime thriller. Gets the offense back on the floor now for the Rebels. And Ben McDonald. McDonald trying to get a step. McDonald, he spins and fires. He hits the logo of Doyle. He picks up, sent the long one down. Oh, Wade trying to get a step. Wade with the speed. Wade fires one. And that's going to get a piece of Johnstone. And the rebound picked up in the far post by Baldwin. He'll get up over half. 4:10 remaining now here. Third period. 3-goal game. And Bent lost it for a moment. Still loose along the floor here. There's a big here is Bent. Takes Rossong down. Ball still loose along the boards. I think the Wolves have it, but they're going to run out of time as he gets pinned along the boards. And we're going to get a timeout from the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. 3:52 to go here in the third. See the shots on goal now. 43-48 in favor of the Rebels, who find themselves down by 3. Getting close to last night's total was 65-44, but in favor of the Wolves. but both these goaltenders see a lot of rubber. That's an unofficial shot clock, of course, because we try to do our best. This game is fast, and that's not counting all the ones that come close and miss the net and hit bodies in front. So hats off to the goaltenders this evening. They played all 5 games, and this week alone they're going to play a lot. And again, whoever wins tonight plays Saturday night. There's a little discrepancy on where the game's actually going to be played. I'm hearing rumors the website shows Greenfoot, but I'm being told if Sackville wins, it'll be here. If St. Margaret's wins, it might be in Spryfield. Either way, they don't care where they play. One of these teams just want to play, and they know that's going to be against the Rapids. Will make their way down for a game Saturday, 7:30, and Sunday, 3 o'clock for the Junior A Finals. Goaltender has now been pulled for the Rebels. 6-on-5, Gorman with the ball. He moves over to Maloney. Maloney back up to Mills. Now Conrad, Tristan Conrad, he reaches back, fires, but Doyle just gets a piece of that. And he's able to push over to the boards. The rebound picked up by McDonald. And that's going to get knocked loose. Now it's picked up by Murphy. Murphy looks to hold it high and runs it back. And watch Johnstone trying to hustle back to the goal as they had to get the player off. And then Johnstone, with all that gear, running back mid-play to try to get back in net as Murphy held onto it there. 15 seconds on the shot clock. St. Hilaire trying to lower the shoulder. He takes it there to the near corner. So he tries to go up over the top. He gets his shot deflected, loses his stick. And there goes Johnstone again. You see him hustling to the bench as St. Margaret's gets another attacker on. 2:55 to go now here. Third period. Will we see extra lacrosse this evening? Can the Wolves hold on? McDonald, he's got to rip a shot. That hits a body in front. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Back up top. Mills. Maloney. Conrad turns and fires as they tried to get the goaltender moving. But that's going to go wide. Out of play. And Mott picks up. Mott with the empty net. But going to throw that one just wide as Johnstone was trying to get back in time. Mott threw it from just inside the center line, but is unable to get the friendly bounce. Now he picks up the loose ball, though. He's going to give it to Monroe. They're going to try to kill as much time as possible. As time's in their favor. Monroe, far side. Monroe still with it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Trying for a sharp angle shot. Gets on target. But the rebound's going to be picked up by George. And he's going to get hustle and get over half. He'll hand it off to Maloney. Maloney, under 2 minutes to go now. As the Rebels are going to have to start to move quick. They're trying to get 3, and there's an errant pass that's going to take a Wolves bounce and go up out of play. Quick pass up. Normando with the empty net. Normando got to get a little closer, and he's not going to miss as he's going to put that home. And pretty well should put the icing on the cake for this one tonight. With 1:41 to go, 13-9 the score. We see here again in the C4 replay, he's not going to miss that one. We'll bring it back to center. It's hard for those goalies trying to the long run from the bench to get back to that net, and you know a player's hustling down there. Rebels not giving up though. Goaltender's going to head back to the bench as they get possession from that faceoff. So back to again 6-on-5, but they got to move quick. Gorman, Mills. Now Maloney. Back to Gorman. Gorman trying to get a step. He can't find any room on the short side. He goes in. Maloney with a shot. Turned aside by Doyle. Rebound to the Rebels. Now a chance on that far side. Trying to find the room. Nothing there. Conrad takes a whack. You can hear from up here. There's a shot. It's going to go off the bar and then out of play, but will stay Rebels ball. Last minute play shot from Tristan Conrad from outside. Doyle with the save. Loose ball down there. See everybody trying to find it. And what a battle. It's going to be picked up by Mont as Johnstone gets back into his net. But he's by himself. Leo Mont has a quick look. He stops up with a couple moves, but can't put up over top as Johnstone is able to stand tall. 35 seconds to go here now. Mont's going to pick it up. New shot clock so they can literally hold on to it. There's about a 1 second differential, and they're just going to hold it. So hats off to the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels, forcing a Game 5 after being down 2-0 in this series, and made a great game here tonight. As you can hear the teams cheering, we're going to let the crowd take this one home. Wolves punched their ticket in the finals. Also means they'll be in the Founders Cup. So for the third year in a row, it'll be the Sackville Sportwheels Wolves, St. John Rapids in the finals. Sackville, of course, back-to-back champions. St. John looking to change that this year. But Saturday night, hopefully we'll be right here in this arena, because there might be a little bias, but I think it's one of the best rinks, and of course the home of the Wolves, the Den, to watch a lacrosse game. Mike Elliott here with Maritime Athletic Profiles. I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you had as much fun as we did. We're going to try to get an interview here at the end of this one. We'll see who wants to talk to us before they get into their celebrations. We'll let them shake hands and then stay with us, as we'll be on the floor and we'll be talking to one of the Wolves. Thanks again for watching. We'll see everybody in a few. Here we are. What a game, folks. Game 5. We said it at the beginning of this series. This is going to go 5. Sackville went up 2-0. Hats off again to St. Margaret's Bay Rebels for battling back. And here we are, back-to-back games. You saw a lot of rubber tonight. We got the goalie. He was spectacular this evening. I didn't get the official shot total because I was too excited to get down here and talk to you. Here's Aiden Doyle. Tell us about the game, tell us about the series, and what we're looking forward to in the finals.
Oh man, it was a hell of a series. Going up 2-0, we thought we had it, but they worked us. They definitely worked us. That's all I can say. They really put us to work. We're really looking forward to facing St. John. It's going to be another tough challenge. I see it going 5 as well. They're a good team, good group of guys over there, so I'm excited to get it going.
Third year in a row. Yeah. You guys are back-to-back champs. You know they're gunning for you.
Oh, yeah.
They're a tough team this year, that's for sure.
Definitely.
But you know what? They tried to get him with a little bit of the Blue Jays, a little bit of the shower, but the Monroes can't do anything, as we all know, especially Jamie. Luckily, his kids are a little better than he is. Yeah. But you know what? What a series. Looking forward to the finals.
100%.
I believe it's going to be here Saturday night. Website said a different day, but you know what? We got to be here. Home,
100%.
The Den, home of the Wolves.
Hack the Den.
We'll see you Saturday night.
See you Saturday.
Thank you again. Awesome. Great game, man. That was fun. You're so much fun. You're so much fun to talk to.